Good morning. So I just wanted to give you a heads up of what I have going on today. I had a client who I think she's like 24. I could be wrong, give or take a year. I've been doing her hair since she was in like 7th grade. And she's always been naturally blonde. And as she's gotten older, you know, the whole dirty dishwater blonde hair gets a little bit darker. We did a dark on her last time and she really loved it, which is kind of ironic because she's one of those girls who have always been blonde and she was very nervous to do it. But she did it and it looked amazing, and she actually has not had to get her hair done in a year and a half, besides a trim here and there. She came in last week and she showed me a few pictures, some with a lot of dark in it, like really dark, darker than she's ever done. She also showed me a picture of a super blonde girl, like really like white blonde, and I already knew when she showed me that picture that I was not going to take her blonde that light, even if she were able to do it. And even though she's like a level 7, 8, she always is very, very warm. Basically what I did is a mixed Matrix Logix 6N with some 6V, and that's what I used for her low light. And I did a tease, and then I painted it on the dark onto that tease and spread it down some, and then did my blonde on all of her ends are blonde, and so then I blended it up into the dark, and then when I combed it out, it all blended together. It looks really good. It blends really nice. There's dark in the back, but around the face, it's just super blonde. It's not any blonder than she's ever been before, because she used to be this blonde anyways, because she used to always do highlights, but it was quite shocking to her because it had been a year and a half. Now, I think there was like a miscommunication, because she showed me the picture of the blonde and she showed me the picture of the dark, and then she was kind of like, just do whatever you want, but I kind of miss my blonde, but I really like this picture. And just knowing that, you know, it's easier to tone down some than it is to like try to go lighter again, I erred on the side of caution and I made her pretty blonde. Not as blonde as the picture, but there was still some dimension in there. It's still blonde to her. And around her face, she said she feels like, because with her eyebrows, she feels like her eyebrows are too dark now. And she actually cried in my chair. And she's not upset with me. I just think she's seen it and was like, oh wait, maybe I don't want to be this blonde. So she was in shock. And you know, and my clients, I've been doing her hair for a long time, and I'm that stylist where I want my clients to be happy and I want her to be comfortable with her hair. It looks really good. She got a lot of compliments, but I told her, you know, we can come back on Saturday. I don't have anything going on in the morning, and it's raining anyways now. We're going there now, and I'm going to add some lowlights to her hair. And now I decided to film this video because her hair is very, very fine. She has a bit of it, but it's so fine that you have to be meticulous with it. Like, it took me 4.5 hours just about to do her hair. And not to mention, she had worked all day. She didn't eat anything all day, and this is 8 o'clock now, and she's looking at her hair and she's crying mainly because she's hangry. I think she was just so tired and she felt so bad. And I've been doing hair long enough to know when somebody's really pissed off or just like in shock. And I think she was just in shock. And either way, I'm glad it worked out this way, because like I said, her hair pulls really, really gold, right? No matter what, even though she's already a lighter level. I wanted to brighten her up, pull as much of that warmth out of her hair as I could, and then deposit the pigment that I wanted anyways. So it actually kind of works out in our favor. And her hair doesn't grab color as well as I would, because I actually did a shadow root and stretched it down with a 6N from the shades Gloss Redken. And I know that it's very iridescent. I kind of figured that would happen, but it really didn't show up much. It really blended her root in very, very nice. It was, I mean, it's seamless. You can't tell when the dark stops and the light starts, and that's what I wanted it to do. But I did want it to add more depth. She loves the tone of the blonde. That's exactly what she was going for. But I am going to add some lowlights today. If you would like to see how I did all these, please just stay tuned. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I don't always talk too much, so I'm sorry if you feel like I'm talking too much, but I just wanted to give an intro face to phone and to explain it a little bit better than doing it while I'm also trying to show you video. Thank you for subscribing if you do. Give this a thumbs up if you like it. I will get to the tutorial. Bye. And this is what it looked like when she came in that Saturday morning. This is after the first color we had done, where she felt it was too blonde around the face and wanted some more depth in there. And I'm actually going to make this really easy. I'm going to kind of start out explaining what I did and then just have you watch me do it. I'm going through, I did a little tease And of course, you see how I took the piece behind the very front piece. Now, if she's going blonde, I'd take the piece in front, right? Well, we're adding depth to the hair around the face, but I want to keep blonde there. So by teasing that little section and then adding the low light, bringing it down halfway, and then just dragging it down to like one side of it and leaving the front side of it blonde, it'll add a nice depth to the hair, but it'll soften it around the face. Basically, it's all I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make it not so blonde, but I want to keep it blonde. The same formula is used. I did less of the 6V, but it is Logic 6N and 6V full, which is by Matrix. Their ends neutrals tend to pull a little warm, which is they're very pretty colors, but I wanted to make sure she wanted more of a neutral ashy look, not too drabby ashy, but by adding the V to it, it just kind of tones down the warmth in the neutral, making it a more of a true neutral. Now, I just go through the head, add the lowlights. You see how I'm teasing first. Again, and when the hair is combed out, it's the same idea as when you highlight it and tease it. By lowlighting it, teasing it, you're still blurring in that line pretty good. So just kind of watch me do what I do, and if you have any questions, please go ahead and comment below. P.S. I did start in the back, but I showed you the footage for the front first. That way I could explain it at the beginning and then not have to talk, and you can just sit and watch, and then now I'm showing you the footage in the back. And I'm sure I'll hop back on here and there if I see something I want to explain a little bit more in depth. But while you're watching this, think of something, maybe a miscommunication you had with a client, a horror story, or I wouldn't call this a horror story. I've had my horror stories. This is just being human, and she's understanding. Like I said, she's a long-time client. We're still good. So, but if you have any stories you would like to share, please comment below. I'd love to hear them all and share with your fellow stylists something that maybe they can read your story and learn from it also. But hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you in a bit. Hopping back on here, I just want to explain that I did go in between the foils and just add, kind of refresh that color in between, just kind of make sure the depth is there and that it's all even with the same, it's the same formula I did for the lowlights. Just kind of make sure it's all blended together. And here is our final result with less blurriness. Sorry about that. But you can see the contrast. I have my camera in autofocus. I'm not really sure why, but I get some good shots there. You can see how the ends are still quite blonde, and there's a lot more depth there in between and underneath and hidden in the hair where it's still pretty blonde. But yeah, it's gonna grow out perfectly. It's still a lot of contrast, and it turned out great. She absolutely loved it. This is a picture of it straight. You know, when it blends in, when it's straight, it's a good blending job. That's what I wanted because she doesn't have time to curl her hair every day. She works a ton and goes to school and all that fun stuff. So we were quite pleased with it. I enjoyed it. It doesn't seem like a lot darker, and probably to you guys it doesn't seem much darker, but I assure you it is. And this is, I took pictures with my good camera, and they just turned out way more amazing. You can tell before the middle is after with my iPhone 7 Plus on portrait mode. This was taken with my Canon Rebel T6i, and that's what I filmed it on. And I tell you what, it's so much better. I think I'm going to use it from now on to take my pictures because they are more true to what it actually looks like. I'm also taking some photography courses, so that's why I've been playing with my camera a lot more and using it and have a nicer camera to film with. But thank you so much for watching and supporting my channel. I hope you guys learned something new from me today, and if you'd like to see more, please just subscribe below. It's that easy. Hit that little bell and you'll be notified when I put something out if you think I'm that special. The goal of my channel is to help my fellow stylists out and help you grow as stylists and to have you enjoy your career as much as I enjoy mine. If I am helping you with that, then I am doing exactly what I set out to do. But thank you for watching, and I will be back with more as soon as I can. Bye.